The Philippines and China are on the verge of a major clash. To begin with, let's have a look at this photo. A big Chinese boat is attacking, harassing, and bullying a smaller boat which belongs to the Philippine Navy. These attacks occurred on two consecutive days last week. In fact, the Philippine military chief was on board when their boat was blasted with water cannons last Sunday. It must be noted that these boats were carrying supplies to the second Thomas Shoal in the Spratly Islands, a flashpoint between the two countries. China considers the Spratly Islands a part of its maritime boundary under its imaginary 9-line theory. The next day, the Philippines summoned the Chinese ambassador and filed a strong diplomatic protest. Meanwhile, China said its Coast Guard's actions against Philippine vessels in the South China Sea were professional, restrained, and necessary in accordance with domestic and international law.
Are you comedy me?
Make no mistake, the tensions are so high that the Philippines is even mulling over expelling the Chinese ambassador. That would be much serious. And now, let's bring India into this picture. I mean, name a better country than India that knows how to handle the Chinese menace, right? As tensions broke out in the South China Sea, India responded by dispatching its major warship to Manila right away. Indian ambassador to the Philippines, Shambhu Kumaran, said that the warship was on a goodwill visit to stress the robust bilateral ties between India and the Philippines as fellow democracies. This was a veiled dig at China. And not just the visit, it was followed by the Joint Warfare Exercise, Maritime Partnership Exercise, or MPX. India will also soon begin supplying Manila with 3 anti-ship coastal batteries of the 290 kilometers range BrahMos missiles under the $375 million contract which was signed in January of last year. Both India and the Philippines not only see China as the common challenge in the South China Sea as well as the Indo-Pacific, but both countries also share common partners such as the US and Japan, and that makes the alliance between India and Philippines natural and necessary too. For India, this is a major sign of policy shift regarding Chinese aggression. Earlier, India would refrain from irking China, but since China is increasing its naval presence in the Indian Ocean, India is also returning the favor. Let's listen to what India's Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar has to say on this.
A look at the last 20-25 years, there's been a steady increase in the Chinese naval presence and activity in the Indian Ocean. Certainly, we obviously do watch, many of them very carefully for any security implications that they have for us. So, from an Indian point of view, I would say it's very reasonable for us to try and to actually prepare for a far greater Chinese presence than we have seen before.
Well, that's all for today. Now you can subscribe to Outright for more such insightful videos. See you in the next video.